Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. Troop Commander, could you give the order of Tikas Pahinga to the troops?
Pinuno, Tikas. Go!
Vice President Maria Leonor Lenny Robredo, this is the third time that I have greeted you, my lady. Nung una sa PMA in Baguio, then Fort Bonifacio kahapon, at dito ngayon. Sana po may graduation pang iba para makita pa rin tayo. I love to see my Vice President. Interior and Local Government Security in charge, Eduardo Anio, and the other members of the Cabinet, Dr. Ricardo De Leon, President, Philippine Public Safety College, Police Chief Superintendent Joseph Adnol, Director, Philippine National Police Academy, officials, enlisted men, personnel, and civilian employees of the Philippine National Police, the Cadet Corps of the Philippine National Police Academy, led by the Maragtas graduating class of 2018. Other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just relax. It's 2:30. I'll be through by 4. Kumain na kayo? Pareho tayo. Ako sa totoo, honestly, I was late because we were working on the final draft that will be brought to Kuwait by Secretary Bello, and I added some requirements. For example, I demanded that it will be a contract of government to government, and that there will be some mandatory provisions like they should be allowed to sleep at least 7 hours a day. That they will be fed na nutritious food. That we will not allow leftovers to be eaten by our countrymen. Palutuin sila ng kanila, then there will be no confiscation of passports by the employers. If at all, it will be surrendered dyan sa table, sa arrivals of any country where the Filipinos are working in numbers. And fifth is that they should be allowed holidays and everything. Nagmamadali sila. I do not mean to offend all who are employing Filipinos abroad. I have said that we are not slaves. Maybe our only fault would be in your country because mahirap lang kami. But I reminded them also that in the so many wars in the Middle East, at the behest of the Americans, I don't know why, at kung may mga expedition sila, for example, the Iraq War of Bush, the first and the second, they always demand that we participate in the expeditions. The last time, I remember na we sent about 702, suffered a casualty about, 702, yes, tatlo ang medyo, ewan ko, but maybe they're still around, wounded. Sinabi ko, it is a two-way affair. But I would like to remind you that ito ba ang ibayad ninyo sa amin for fighting in your country? Ito ba yung makukuha namin? Pero sabi ko, kung ganito lang, and I'm addressing America right now. whatever expeditions that you will conduct, any wars that you will fight in any other countries, count us out. Wala kaming nakuha all these years of sacrifice except brutality and agony. We will stand on our own. Kasi wala tayong pera, pilitin ko mag-imprinta ng pera, taglimang sako lahat tao, and we will never beg for any help. Sometimes it could mean really the dignity of the people. We have been enslaved by two countries in succession, Spaniards for 400 years and Americans for 50 years. Tama na po yun. You have had your fill. Do not ask for more. Hindi libre yung pagpunta ninyo dito. You stole our natural resources. You stole the oils of the Arab countries, divided it arbitrarily into a nation, at ngayon, kumukuha pa rin kayo, hinihigo pa rin yung oil, and there is trouble everywhere. So, kung ganun lang naman, unless we are threatened directly, there will be no more joint expeditions. At least sa panahon ko. Maghintay kayong lahat kung mawala ako. Ay, gusto ko magbasa, pero ganito ito kasi nangyari. You know, we are facing, I've been mayor of Davao City for 23 years. So my rapport with the police is a little bit closer doon sa army because the police is under the supervision of the mayor. So kind of over the years, I have a good grasp of the or dimension of yung lahat na, the persona of the police. Now remember that there are a lot of fighting going on outside of these grounds. I lose 3 or 4 policemen a day throughout the country. Kaya nung nagtingin ako sa graduates ngayon, sabi ko, medyo kulang ito. We will not be able to satisfy the requirements of officers to police the police kung ganito lang ka-late. And remember that kami, we are getting old. You are the bridging generation. Ako, after 3 years, alis na ako. I don't know who would be the next president. But certainly, matanda na yan. But if the vice president wins, then you'll have a beautiful and a young president in this country. Ngayon, I'd like also to remind everybody that we are a one nation. That not all the Moro of Mindanao are our enemy. So maybe next time there should be a percentage of the Moro people joining PMA or the PNPA. We need them. As a matter of fact, kailangan talaga natin sila. And I have seen with my own eyes the experience in the so many battles, including Marawi. Many of the Moro people who were soldiers were there, and many died for our country. So we cannot govern this country by just selecting from the other provinces without looking towards Mindanao. And we need officers trained, and we need to work with them in Mindanao. At isali naman natin sila. Not only the Moro, but as a matter of fact, it should be divided among the tribes, Ilocano, Bisaya. That's ought to be the Philippine National Police. I hope that the next batch or the next, the one coming up for this generation, I will have the money to give you to enlist more police officers. No, madaliin ko na lang, but importante ka to, nabali lang speech kasi Ito mo yung binasa ko rin sa PMA. Mukhang pareho man. Ang, ang, ang pinalit lang ang PNP Maratag class. PNP, ano yung pangalan ng mga... Paano to? The graduate, extend my heartfelt. Ganon rin. It's plagiarism all over again. I'd like to just point out three things. Bantay kayo kasi these paros are very active. Kayong may mga baril, be sure not to display it. And be sure to keep a low profile. And if you enter a place na hindi naman nakilala, keep a Sobrosa style of movement. We are at a war na itong mga NPA, mainit talaga yung baril. Well, in Davao, I don't know if India has been able to continue with the practice. Sa Davao, pwedeng magdala ng baril ang pulis, yung handgun. But never yung mga high-powered firearms. Maglalaway ang mga gago eh. Tumutulo talaga ang laway. Eh tayo, magtulo mo lang ng laway natin sa babae. Yung mga gago na, mas makakita ng bakal, M16, M14, kukunin talaga yan. And I have commissioned one, kasama ni Rodrigo noon. Colonel Stares, used to be the R2. I've been commissioning him to go around the country together with some former NPA rebels who were commissioned into the Philippine Constabulary and the Philippine National Police. Pag-aralan ninyong mabuti yung style of assassination. Kahapon, dalawa, think it was a husband and wife, went to the bank to get some money. Paglabas nila, sinundan sila sa karinderya para ata kumain at pinagbabaril yung dalawa. Please, presence of mind always. And as of now, by the law of averages, I am not condemning you to death. I'm just saying, keep a low profile, heighten your sense of awareness. At kung makita kung medyo alanganin, if you are not sure, pagka bumunot, barilin mo na. Eh kung bumunot ng panyo, magbili ka ng bagong panyo, ibigay mo doon sa kanya. Ganito kasi yan eh. I've been with government. If I complete my term as president, pagka pumayag ang Diyos, early on sa Davao, kanya si Bato. Alam mo, yung ever since the human rights came into being, wala mang problema yan. Bakit ka na magagalaw ang inosenteng tao? I mean, why do you have to kill somebody or molest, disturb anybody kung hindi naman may kasalanan ginawa yan? Unless you're a son of a bitch, yung mga abusado, oppressive ang character. But those are not really, truly, true blue, full-blooded policemen. Andyan rin ako talagang galit. If you want to know what will happen to you, tanungin mo si Bato, pati dumaan sa Davao. Talagang stricto ako, pero ito ang masasabi ko sa inyo. Just perform your duty in accordance with the law. Trabaho kayo, and if there are events that would occur, intended or not intended, for as long as you are in the performance of duty, do not be afraid or add stress on your persona. Just do it, and if you have to kill because you are in danger of losing your life, unahan mo, patayin mo na. And I will take care of you. Ilang beses ko na sinasabi yan. Now, do not worry about cases kasi ako fiscal for 8 years. Nung nag-mayor ako, sa katagtagan ng droga, maraming umalis na pulis lumipat dito sa Maynila. Alam mo, kung nasa undercover ka, you're with intelligence, malaman nila, they will just take a picture of your wife going down or sumasakay ng sakyan. Then, maybe your wife and child, pag sundo niya, pipicturean nila yan, ipapadala sa iyo. May mga namang pobreng sundalo, sir, wala man kaming pera, madala namin yung pamilya namin to a new place, or even, some are want to do, bring them to America while the fight is going on. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ayaw ko lang, I intend to insult them, but I do not want to do it. The only way na pag nakademanda itong mga unggoy na to, the only defense available to them, especially if it is true, is they will file a counter-charge. Pag nag-counter-charge yan, the police will be in trouble also. So yan ang leverage nila. Kaya karamihan, baski may kasalanan, the police, alam mo pagka ang police yung ordinaryo, the day that he is suspended, he loses the money. Wala nang pagkain yan sa lamesa, wala na yung pang-enroll sa mga bata o pamasahe sa eskwela. Yan ang hindi ng alam ng mga kaya ganon, karamihan sa mga pulis maghingi ng tulong. And they tend to gravitate to politicians. Kami may utang na loob, yun na. It's because it's the practice. Wala mga pera to, and the command does not have enough lawyers to be there during the trial. So kaya ang police nahihirapan talaga. Either because of sheer fear of losing the income for the family or losing his life. Kaya karamihan, the highest, itong Siabo, maraming pulis na matay. In Marawi, it started with a police punitive action. They were serving a warrant there inside Marawi. Pagpasok nila, pinapakpakan sila ng heavy gunfire. So they had to call the armed forces, pumasok yung 9 Marines the following day. Oh, look what happened. The massacre. Because they were there and they were able to position themselves in the buildings, in the windows, and they have perfected the art of sniping. Ang cover nila, simento, pati bakal. Ang pulis ko, pati sundalo ko, gumagapang. And even while crawling on easy target. That's why I lost so many men. Itong mga human rights, ang akala nila lahat namatay, doon lang sa, well, how about my policemen? The number into thousands already. And yet, hindi pa tayo nag-ubusan ng trial nito about that ICC. Gusto kong ipakain sa kanila yung statistics. Because when they come, sabihin nila, ito yung napatay sa panahon ni Duterte. Hanyan lang. Tapos sabihin doon na, the deaths in the Philippines. Tapos, that's an old issue sa nag-umpisa sa election, actually. Ang issue sa akin, babae pati patay. On both counts, totoo yun. Let's para wag na tayo magdrama. When I was mayor, ganito. Look, criminals and all. I am not a policeman. I am not a military officer. I am just one who has been chosen by the people to build a city. Do not destroy my city. Do not destroy Oriang. Because if you do, I will kill you. Kung hindi pa naintindihan yung mga putang inang yan. When I became president, same. If you destroy my country, I will kill you. What is wrong with that statement? What's the fucking... If I say that you destroy the youth of the land, where is the wrong there? I never said you kill Mr. Chua, Mr. Lee. Well, yung iba, like the mayors in the Philippines, who became filthy rich, built houses using 500 piso bills. I'll mention ito yung Parahinog. He was running the show on Western Mindanao. The revolution, the siege in Marawi was funded by the so many drug dealers. Western side, it was Parahinog. Well, pasensya lang ako because we are friends. Mayor ako, kaibigan man kami, sige. And every time he goes to Davao, yung alimango kasi ng Usamis malalaki at mataba. Magdala yan sa isang sako, tatanggapin ko rin. Kasi masarap. Pero ito, matanong ninyo sa mga mayors ninyo. And even the city mayors, tinawag ko sila. Kasi yung ibang mayor, Espinosa, pati si Parahinog, they were already killing their own policemen who would not cooperate with them. So tinawag ko sila sa Malacanang. Lahat sila, tanungin ninyo yung mayor nito. Nag-warning ako, sabi ko, I'm almost embarrassed to threaten you. Kasi mayor lang rin ako eh. But sabi ko, stop this fucking drugs. Kasi pati pulis pinapatay na ninyo. Pag hindi kayo huminto, ikaw luot, sabi ko yung general ninyo, ikaw garbo, at the mayor sabi ko, hintuan ninyo yan because mag-enkwentro tayo. Now, if you do over things, I will take care of you. But totoo namatay, wala mo problema yan. Namatay, patay, alangan. Yan siya, lumalaban eh. Millions plus the drug money. Honey corrupted all of the policemen there in Osami City. At yung ayaw, pinagbabaril nila. And kung ikaw yung mayor, I call myself mayor, I do not call myself president. You does me as mayor. Kung ikaw yung mayor, maligayahan ka? Would you be happy? Mahirap yung gano'n. I have a duty to perform. And I will not hesitate. Kaya kayo sinasabi ko, I will protect you because my experience is takot ang pulis baka magkakaso. Pati yung bata. Alam mo, pag hinuli niya yung bata, may kisi-kisi yan eh. Ayaw talaga ang bata magpahuli eh. Dudumugin mo pa. Minsan magkakaroon ng mga hita mo. Sa pagkita ng paano ka, ginanon ako ng pulis. Natural. Because the law of arrest is you must arrest the person and if there is a resistance, assuming it is a lawful arrest, you have to overcome the resistance. Kaya yung mga lasing, kung paghulihin, lumalaban, sipa doon, ito pinapabugbog talaga ng pulis. Pag kinabukasan, dadalhin nila doon sa ospital, hematoma, tapos pag-file ng pulis, meron silang katumbas na filing, violation of human rights. Ito naman mga ugok na to, itong mga potang ina na to, yan ang ibig kong sabihin. They are so blind na ayaw naman pakinggan. Basta pag nakita nila may injury dyan, I just hope that they would become mayors or presidents someday. O kita mo ang Amerika. Minura ako ni Obama. Kaya sinabi ko sa kanilang, son of a bitch, you go to hell, Mr. Obama. Ngayon, pag si Trump, Sabi ni Trump, okay, Mayor Duterte, Rodrigo, you are good. I will follow you. So, anong, what kind or which is which of the values that you want me to educate? Pasundin mo ako sa ganong klaseng, tignan mo si Bato, early on, tuk-tuk. Ano sabi ng human rights? Potang ina. Bawal yan. Bawal sa human rights. Now, recently, America was able to seize a dark web. Doon yung distribution ng online. Nakuha ng security guys. Sila yung nag-operate. Sila rin yung nag-deliver. So what happened? Yung hinug na, ng mga Amerikano to, ulol, sinunod si Bato. Kinatok rin nila yung lumabas sa computer. And I remember, you read Time Magazine, March 5 issue. It's about opiates, heroin and everything. I hope that you, media, you remember. There was one event I said, America, remember this. Mark my word. You will one day discover to your horror that your problem is far more worse than mine. Kita mo. From page to page, one issue dedicated to drugs. How many persons are dying in America? Time Magazine, March 5 issue. They're killing 63,000 people a year. Tapos itong mga human rights na ito, Duterte, hindi na pala 17, naging 7 na lang, tapos naging 3. Iyon ang hindi nila naintindihan. I hope that these guys do not vote for them. Kayong mga military pati police, iwasan ninyo yung mga taong yan. Hindi na yan sa Senate, puro arte, puro kritik, wala namang ginawa. Ayaw nila tayong intindihin. We're facing the drug front. We're facing a secessionist movement. Both sa insurgency, Muslim, pati ang NPA. Magkain na tayo kasi mag-uwi na ako sa amin. Davao. Ano gani? Saan ako dilo? Diyan, singit-singit. Nakalimutan ko tuloy yung... Sana ba? You know, hindi na ako makatakbo. I cannot maybe even... Wala na, tapos na ako. I would say I'd be worthless. But you soldiers and policemen, remember those who kept faith in you. Iwasan ninyo yan sila. Walang gagawin yan kung hindi to bring trouble to the country by putting you in parity with criminals. Nandito tayo, gobyerno, hinuhuli natin sila. Itong mga bleeding hearts, human rights, they are bringing the issue up in parity with them. Nasabi ko, no way that you will acquire jurisdiction over my person, not in a million years. At hindi ako papayag. I cannot renege kasi kung lahat papayag ako, kayong lahat polis nagtrabaho, sadya man o hindi, palagay na natin merong extrajudicial killing. Haros lahat yan. Mahirap yan. But believe me, I am brighter than them. The issues that I raised is really, andyan lang, that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Kasama tayo dyan sa due process. What is the due process dyan? In relation to the ICC. Publication of the law. Basahin mo ang treaty. It talks about a court, criminal court. Then there is a chapter about prosecutors. Then the third is the ways of committing genocide. Wala ngang extrajudicial dyan eh. Pagka ganon, and the definition of crimes and penalties, it is purely a criminal international law. Na sabi ng Supreme Court, kung hindi matanga itong mga gago, di basahin na lang nila yan. If it is a law, especially a criminal law that there is a sanction, mapriso ka, it must be published. Because the law says, no, you cannot, ignorance of the law excuses no one. Sir, hindi ko kasi alam batas eh. So what is the mechanism that would change the story? Is the publication. When it is published in the Gazette, it now puts you on notice, at least constructive notice na may batas, even a treaty or a law or whatever. Lalo na kung may priso. Dapat doon, pinirmahan sa Malacanang, pinadala sa Senate for concurrence, then ibinalik nila sa Office of the President because the Office of the President will now cause its publication to make it binding after 15 days of. But just because it is a treaty, it binds us. Loko-loko ba kayo? Sabi niya, because a treaty need not be published because it is immediately effective. Puta. Ikulong mo ako without due process of law? Anong due process yan? No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. What is the due process involved here? Publication. So that we will be put on notice kayong lahat police na may batas. But they never publish it. Sila-sila lang yan sa Senate, yung presidente nagpirma at pinadaga agad sa Rome. I never read the law. I was a mayor then. Wala akong nabasa. I was not put on notice. It is a legal excuse. Yes. Bakit ikaw gamitin? Napakabubo ko ng mga abogado. You know, as I said, I was a prosecutor for 8 years. I was doing trial work. The first thing that I would really do if I hold a case, either for preliminary or do we have this one? Does the court have jurisdiction? Then the next query would be, does the court have jurisdiction over the person of the accused? By arrest, surrender, or inside, kasi walang bail, or on bail. Then arraign. That is the time that there is jurisdiction. Kung walang publication, there is no law to be talking about. What is the basis for continuing an investigation if the law that you are relying is flawed and it is a total alien to us? Simply the Supreme Court said it. Ngayon, hindi ko natin, matindi ang away natin. If we give in, we're fighting, I said, the NPAs. Remember that I am about to complete or I am completing my promise. Corruption. Maasahan, marami na akong kaibigan, pati yung mga nag-campaign, yung sumama sa akin 1988. Then I said, I will finish the drug. I will finish the drug problem before I get out. Kawawa, if I renege, it will compromise this generation and the next generation. Ubusin ko talaga yung mga yawa na yun. Ubusin ko yung problema. The third, I'll talk to the enemies of the state. I'm doing it with MIMN and I was talking to the NPAs. Itong mga NPA, kung nakikinig kayo, isa rin kayong bubob. Because we were having talks in Norway. All their notes, yung magkabilaan nakukuha ko, their notes, mga NPA, pati yung note ng government panel. Paano ko kinuha, hindi ko sabihin sa inyo. So I was summing it all, the total sum is they wanted a coalition government. In this country, the one that holds the sovereign power is the people. But marami, million tayo, so we can only it by representatives. So you have the Congress, represented House of Representatives. Then, dito sa ibang powers distributed sa Supreme Court. But if you want to hold sovereign power, the important fundamentals there, you must be elected by the people. Kung gusto mo lang ng coalition government, dyan sila sa kabila, tayo sa kabila, anak na. Sorry. So that you should be careful because we have a very toxic enemy. I don't mind losing the gun. Marami pa namang baril mabili. But losing, alam mo, address, sa totoo lang, lugi ang gobyerno sa inyo. You retire at the age of 56. That's too early. Huwag kayo, do not be offended. Kalaki yata ng gastos ko, ang Pilipino. Tapos mag-retire lang at the age of 56. Hindi ako makabawi. Kaya siguro, the next legislation, we will ask the Vice President to do her part. Paminsan-minsan lang naman tayo. The retirement age is 75 para... Remember, sparrow, 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 sparrow. Ang namatay ko na police pati sundalo in connection with drugs sa Mindanao, lahat-lahat kayo, mga 1,000. Kahapon, mag-asawa. Do we do that? Kayong mga human rights, ginagawa ba ng gobyerno yan? And would I ever allow it? So, before I'm going home today, I have a document with me. Where's the board? Presidential pardon. Ito ang inihintay ninyo. Puro makasasala. Ano? Hindi ko na mabasa. Maragtag. At makakasalanan. Marami dito. Presidential pardon. In observance of the time-honored tradition of the Philippine National Police Academy, on the occasion of its 39th PNPA graduation, rites of the Maratag at Maraming Kasalanan class of 2018, I, Rodrigo Duterte, President of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief, hereby pardon all outstanding punishment tours and confinement period of the upperclassmen class 2019, 2020, and 2021 of the Cadet Corps of Philippines. Effective today, 21st day of March in the year of our Lord, Camp General Mariano, Castañeda, Silang, Cavite. Yung ibang doon, dagdagan pa ninyo. Pirmahan ko na? O bukas na? Hindi mo kayo sumasagot dyan. Sino? Wala kayong kasalanan. Pirmahan ko na ngayon? Wala naman itong mga kasalanan. Pirmahan ko ba ito ngayon? Sige. Alam mo, do not worry. Pareho tayo. Kasama mong pulis. Okay na. You are allowed to commit more. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.